You're listening to the Go to Bed podcast, brought to you exclusively by Bad Touch Supply. Gloves for your hands.
Go to bed.
But we're gonna get unblocked.
Sometimes you see him out there and he's just fucking asleep.
Get a pillow, get a blanket.
No, I'm not a fucking dirtbag.
Go to bed. Tired, dude.
Good night. Go to bed. Dude, our intro is fucking fire.
Our intro is fire, dude. We're never changing that.
I love those emojis you fucking used on that shit.
Me too. I got that PNG free vecteasy.com or whatever.
Vecteasy?
Have you been there?
Nah.
It's a great vector.
There needs to be more fucking free PNG sites. Every single one you go to, they want you to pay for it.
Vecteasy. That's the one I found.
I don't remember the intro.
Yo, what's going on, everybody?
Yo, what's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Go to Bed. I'm your co-host, Fiki, joined with my co-host.
COVID JP.
We're fucking back, dude. Episode 64.
Hell yeah.
We're fucking legit. You notice how JP didn't say, man, we need some new chairs. It's because we fucking got new chairs.
We're sitting in sofas right now.
So fucking cool.
So fucking cool, dude.
So fucking cool.
You know it's fun to say when you cuss? It's fun to go sofa, king, pissed or happy or, sofa king.
Yeah. That's so fun.
It's fun, dude. I'm so fucking pissed right now.
So we got legit set up. It's actually exactly the same, but we got fucking couches now. And we got this table, dude. I got some fucking good finds on Facebook.
Marketplace.
I think that's where I got the table. Maybe it was Craigslist. I can't remember. It was a while back. But,
I brought the TV stand.
oh yeah, dude, we got a monitor now,
And
so
a
we
monitor.
can look left and we can see what our producer Code is doing. It's just like Joe Rogan, but way worse.
And not on Spotify.
Yeah, we are on Spotify, dude.
Yeah, I know, but not strictly.
No, they didn't pay us 100 M's.
He got 100 mil?
That's what they say. Legend has it.
That dude's rich.
Nah.
I would just be like signing and be like, yeah, I retire.
Yeah. That's how deals work. You promise to do something and then fucking
Fall
dip out
through.
and fall through
Spooky
JP.
Spooky season, dude. Don't be mad when I ghost ya.
That's right, dude. So what else, dude? We got gotobedpodcast.com. The
Bunch
fucking
of merch.
Merch store.
We restocked on merch.
All the merch is restocked. Go to gotobedpodcast.com. I bet you go there and the fucking shit doesn't even work.
No, it works.
Does it?
Yeah, but to buy a T-shirt, you have to go to merch tab. It's not on the homepage.
That's right.
So
That's right.
So make sure you click that merch tab on the top to buy some T-shirts. But we got coffee cups, blankets, and all kinds of stuff. Dude, we got sick merch. Are you kidding me?
Dude, these couches.
Would you consider this? See, that's my dilemma, dude. I would want to call this a sofa.
They're love seats is what they are.
Oh.
Little two-seaters each side.
If you had 15 of these in a room staggered up with a movie screen right in front of you, that'd be sick.
So we got fucking new couches, a new table, and our fucking camera quality went down.
That's what it's
We're
all
on a
about.
webcam, dude. And I don't think we're even in 1080p.
Yeah, we are.
I don't think so. I think we're in 720. But, so we're streaming live on YouTube right now. So there might be a few people watching on there. But most people will be listening tomorrow. So
Does it look like we have two people watching
that's right, dude. We got 2 people watching. Eric's one of them for sure.
from the gym?
No. Eric from Wisconsin, dude.
Oh. He would be going to the gym with us, though. Hell yeah. What's up, Eric? Twitching probably, right?
That's right, dude.
Hell yeah.
What's his name? Tweak Sauce on Twitch.
Tweak Sauce.
That's right.
Watch him game. I don't even know what game he plays, but
I don't know either.
he's got a sick studio, whatever you call that, right? Studio?
Set up, yeah.
Set up. You could, if you, what's it, I Spy with My Little Eye, little fucking Fiki merch in there.
That's right.
Go to bed merch too.
Yeah.
So keep your eye out. Tweak Sauce on Twitch.com or whatever that is.
We're recording on Logic, right?
I don't know. Should be.
Fuck.
Or not.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? And welcome back to another episode of Go to Bed. We've been streaming for 10 fucking minutes on YouTube already, but we're back. We're here for the actual episode now.
This is a podcast edition.
That was a trial run.
That's all right.
It's
Yeah.
a trial, dude. Hey, we're a little rusty, dude. We're 6 months out the game. I'm your co-host, Fiki, joined with my co-host.
COVID JP.
That's right, dude.
Cough, cough.
So fuck the YouTube stream. This is the real shit now.
Yeah, this is where most people are listening. So if you want to catch a little bit of a insider of Go to Bed, keep your eye out for Sunday nights, 7 to 8-ish on YouTube Live. You might get 4 or 5 minutes before the podcast is recording. I mean, you know, it's a little something, you know? It's like when you like, all right, go to our website and become like Nelk Boys have like Team Nelk or whatever, and you get to watch episodes before or see. That's pretty much what we just did.
That's what our YouTube viewership is, but it's on accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, we got fucking sofas for the third time.
You're right.
That's right. You guys notice now how JP did not say, fuck, we need some new chairs.
And you didn't hear the creak. We didn't fucking step on the heater vent.
That's right. Oh, yeah, the creak of the floor right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fucking legit now. We got sofas, love seats, couches, 2-seaters.
Black leather.
2 of them.
High quality.
And we got a new table.
Yep. What's that fucking Persian wood?
Nah, I got it from Hidden Valley, actually.
Hidden Valley. Oh, the IKEA out there?
It was a house.
Oh,
Scored it off Craigslist, $40, dude.
wow.
$100 for the sofas.
Total?
Total. 100 for the sofas.
That's right. We got
Wasn't it?
them. Yeah.
And
you paid them.
yeah, 40 for the table.
140. That's called investments.
That's right, dude. All new studio, except we still haven't set up. We're gonna do full green screen,
No, it's not going to be green screen. It's going to be real.
and then our camera is worse than it was.
That's that Logitech shit right there, dude.
That's right, the 60D or whatever it's called, Logitech.
On a fucking... How high would you say that tripod is?
That's it's
6
6
feet?
foot,
Yeah.
full size.
That's commercial grade right there, dude.
Yeah, I guarantee it's 6 foot because they're like, yeah, we need this to go up to 6 feet when they built it. They
Right.
didn't go like 6'1", 6'2", just 6.
That's right. Don't
Go to
say too many-
bedpodcast.com. We got all the fucking merch on
Fire
there.
merch, dude.
And that's
Fire.
it.
The cups, blankets. I said it once, and I'm going to say it again. If you want a t-shirt, you got to click the merch tab up top.
All right, dude, we're fucking back. Episode 64.
Mm-hmm.
6-month hiatus.
COVID cursed us.
The COVID curse.
You think I got COVID back from the
I think
wedding?
you might have.
I'm,
I don't know.
I'm here to live and tell you.
When was our last episode? It was like, what, first week of May or some shit? Maybe even a little bit before that. No, it would have been April
Nah, yeah.
April something.
I was all about the Q shit when we were last in it, so that was like February.
That could have been yesterday.
What do you mean?
All about the Q shit.
Well, I know, but like, I'm saying we were recording.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a couple episodes into the vid,
Yeah,
into the cove.
the COVID. So
Fucking, yeah, this shit says 5 months ago. We know that. But,
oh, I think I had a bowl cut then.
yeah, it looks like it.
I'm going for a new cut.
Oh, yeah, we got the fucking monitor set up in here now so we can see what our producer Code is doing, just like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, it's just like
It's
Joe
almost like
Rogan.
we've had this fucking episode before.
But we haven't, dude.
That's right.
That's what's weird.
May 6th was our last episode.
May 6th?
Yeah. May 4th, well, split. May 4th and May 6th.
Okay. Yeah, first week of May then.
Yeah.
Wow. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October.
That's 6 months almost. First week of
Dang.
November would be 6 months.
Dang, dude. So many people have paid quarterly taxes in that time.
I have twice.
Fuck.
Sucked.
Didn't make a dent.
It makes sense.
Little dents, dude.
So yeah, what's this episode gonna be about?
What we've been doing.
What we've been doing?
Yeah,
Why we took a hiatus?
right. Like, we got all new stuff. Took a while to...
Well, yeah. So that's how it started.
Yep.
Is that I was like, fuck this. I want this shit to be way better, more legit, and let's fucking redo it. So then that's when we took our first week off. And we're like, nah, we're gonna fucking redo everything. So then that's when we started thinking about all this shit. I was like, I want to do how we're going to set it up. Let's do sofas. Let's do the coffee table. Let's get a monitor so we can see what code's doing. We'll get 3 cameras so we can swap back and forth. Let's do fucking green screen all the way around so we can have like, you know, crazy fucking... Some things never change about
What?
the episode. You coughing.
I'll never stop coughing, dude.
I know.
We all
And-
bleed the same blood.
That's right, dude. Blood's thicker than water, homie. So then we were gonna do the green screen, which will probably, I'm guessing, will be a total fail
Why?
because we in theory it's a good idea. We'll do green screen all the way around and like we'll have a sick background, but it's not gonna work out that way.
It'd be sick if our background was like just like it looks like we're driving.
Yeah,
You know?
I know. That's why I was thinking the other day. I was like, we could do whatever we want. We could do funny shit, but then that kind of defeats the purpose of making it legit.
That is legit.
If it was moving the whole time,
Yeah.
it looked like we were driving.
Fuck it.
It's on loop or some
We
shit.
just have fucking Adam Conway GoPro footage on loop. Playing in the green screen. Adam Conway did some Nickelback.
That'd be sick. 08, dude. Conway 08s. We'll get into that later.
Yep.
So yeah, we were gonna redo everything. So we did redo some shit. Not all progress was lost. We got the couches, we got the table, we got the TV set up. I got the extension cords for all the fucking cabling and shit. I have the green screen. We'll get that set up probably next week.
It's literally right over there.
That's right. There's enough, if my math was correct, to cover all the walls.
Perfect. Now we'll paint it.
Yeah, we'll just paint. So, and then I guess all we need is the second and third cameras so we can do the swapping again. See how that works out. So yeah, we were doing all that and we were waiting to get it more legit. So I think we were planning on taking like a month to
Right.
do all that. So we dropped the episode May 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
So then that would have been the next week. What May 4th was like a Monday. So then
I
like
think so, yeah.
May 11th would have been the Monday, the first week off. And then May 16th was the day that all the shit happened with me or started. So are we going to tell the whole story here?
That's up to you.
Front to back?
And I don't think we have to tell the whole story, but we should like...
Well, it's kind of, you don't like, you have to tell the whole story or else it just sounds like, what the fuck are you talking about? Or like, you're a bitch.
Really?
If you don't go into how bad it was and all that, you know?
I would say like highlight it, you know, because we have a lot of space to recoup, you know.
What?
Like highlight it, you know, how it started, the first 2 weeks,
Right. Well, yeah, that's the major points.
right, and then you're
Yeah,
Okay.
all the shit.
okay, yeah,
Okay, fuck it. All right, so this is what happened. Then this is why we've been gone for so long, mostly.
And I'm gonna throw this out there now. We did plan this like a month or 2 ago, but I said yeah I'll be there, and then never came home.
Oh, to start back up.
Yeah, so
Right.
like your problem ended probably like 2 months ago.
Well, it's still going on, but as far as starting the podcast again, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
we're,
another.
we're 3 weeks deep into the co-host not being here at the time of recording.
Hey, make your own luck.
That's right, dude. That's true. Okay, so May 16th, dude. And of course, this story starts with Adam Conway, dude. Of course.
Always, dude.
Of course it does. All right, so we're riding. May 16th was a Saturday. We're riding to Adams. And after we were done riding, you were there, Justin was there, Adam was there. It was just us, I think. 4 of us.
Maybe Corey too.
I can't remember. But after we were riding, we were in the shop at Adam's house. And we were fucking around with this fucking gun thing, retrieval gun, he called it. It's like this gun that shoots like a 6-inch, kind of looks like a soda can. It's about the size, like a foam thing. You shoot it and launches out, and you use it to train a dog to retrieve a bird. And the gun takes like a 22 cartridge, so it actually shoots. So we were fucking around with this thing inside the shop, and everyone shot it. And then he was like, oh, shoot, let's shoot the fucking, he has one of those bully bob things that you like punch or whatever, the realistic punching bags. He's like, shoot that thing. So I was like, okay. So I shoot this thing. No ear protection. Shoot it. Ears start ringing, of course.
All of us did. Like,
Yeah, everyone's had that. But for some reason, like, it just hit me the right way when that happened. And I knew probably like 2 minutes after that something was like worse than normal, because it, like, with loud sounds like people talking and stuff, my left ear was like crackling more than just the ringing. And everyone's had the ringing, whether it's like after a concert and you get into bed and it's like doo the whole time. Mm-hmm. It's called tinnitus. But most of the time it goes away like right away, or, you know, overnight, something like that. So we go to eat afterwards, and like on the ride there and in the restaurant, like the shit was just fucking crackling and everything like that. And I was like, whatever. So come home and didn't really think much of it. Next day was still ringing, still crackling. And for like that whole next week, it was still crackling, like until it was probably Thursday. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I would like keep whistling to test if it was crackling. And then I'd go louder and it was still crackling, still crackling. The ringing wasn't bugging me that bad. It was just kind of annoying. I'm like, fuck, when's this going away? I start Googling shit. And then, you know, I read some shit online that was like, sometimes it never goes away. I was like, what the fuck? And so I remember I went to go pick up shirts at Stitches, and then I was driving home, and that's when I got my first bit of like anxiety. And I've never been fucking anxious. I deal with stress pretty good. And driving home, and it hit me like, kind of like, oh shit. So my best friend Jake, he's a paramedic firefighter, so he knows a lot about medical shit, but his sister is a audiologist, I think, like some sort of ear doctor. So I hit him up and I was like, hey, isn't Mary an ear doctor? And he's like, yeah, what's up? So I told him, and he was like, you need to go to urgent care and get on a med roll pack, they call it. It's like steroids. And I was like, okay. So I go there that night, and they put me on whatever he told me, the steroids. And then it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And it just kind of worked out that way. Like, this is how the universe works out sometimes. I hadn't seen like Jake or his sister or his family for ever. And
how
then
many years? 5, 6 years?
No, I see him more than that, especially Jake. But Mary, his sister, probably at least 2 years or something. His mom and dad probably a year. And then it was like that next weekend, so 1 week from when I shot this gun, Mary was going to be in town, come over for dinner, like that type of thing. So went over to dinner. So I was able to like kind of reconnect with them during this. And that night I was like, okay, that was Saturday. And then the Sunday night is when shit started to really get bad. The ringing was like horrible. And then I had to go back to ER. And when I say horrible, the closest thing I could find on YouTube, if you type in 7,000 hertz sound, like HZ or whatever the abbreviation is, and then play that, and then add a volume that's like when you talk, that same decibel rate. Like, that's how loud the ringing was, and it wasn't exactly that tone, but pretty close to that tone. But all the time, 24/7, only in one ear, and I couldn't turn it off. And I couldn't, like, focus on anything else. So, like, Sunday night comes around, I had to go back to urgent care, and I was, like, freaking out, having, like, panic attacks, anxiety attacks about this shit.
Because you didn't know if it was gonna ever go away.
Right. That's what was freaking me out, was like, oh shit, like, is this going to be it forever like this? And I was like, fuck, I don't know how I'm going to be able to do anything. And I go to...
You weren't working.
No, I was working that week.
Oh.
This was the first weekend where it wasn't that bad, and it like started to get worse towards the end of the week. Then that Thursday, Friday, it was like kind of bad. Saturday, I went and rode again at Adams, and then went to Jake's parents for dinner. And then Sunday is when it started to get real bad, where I was like freaking out about it, having panic attacks and shit. And then I went to urgent care again, and then they put me on an even stronger steroid. And they almost didn't let me in there because of like COVID and all this shit. And it was like, oh, you got to come back tomorrow or go to this location tomorrow because we're not doing any ear, nose, and throat shit. And I'm like, they told me at the other one on Thursday, which is true, to go to this one because you guys are the ones doing the ear, nose, and throat stuff. And the kid was like, fuck, like, yeah, we are. And so they saw me, and I was like doing not great in there. And the doctor, I was like, you know, what do I do? Because they was like, basically he was like, yeah, there's nothing we can do for it. He's like, you should see a specialist, but he's like, he told me to start praying basically. And
Really?
yeah. And I was like, oh shit, at that point, because he was like, it's explaining what it is. It's nerve damage, and there's nothing they can really do for it if the steroids don't help or whatever. And he was like, yeah, I don't know if you're spiritual or religious at all, but you should like start praying. And he's like, you can join Facebook groups on like how to cope with it. And this is like totally adding to my anxiety about the whole situation. I'm like, fuck, this Asian doctor of Western medicine is telling me to start praying to solve this thing that I already think that I can't solve.
Right.
I'm like, oh fuck, like something's not right with this. So throughout this, I forgot to mention, probably, you know, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, I can't sleep at all because I have a fucking permanent alarm clock in my left ear. And it's so bad, like I would have like the fan on, didn't drown it out. The TV would have to be so loud to drown out the ringing that I couldn't then sleep.
Right.
With
And you
no
had
sound.
earmuffs on or no?
No, not at that point.
Oh.
No, and that's the thing too. Like you put earplugs in, and that almost makes it worse because then it's all you can hear is the ringing because it's coming from inside. And so at that point, I'm freaking out. Sabrina's over here basically like taking care of me. I'm pacing around the house. You guys both saw me probably like you've never seen me before. I've never acted like that before. On that like Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday, like this next week, things got really bad. Like I had to call Wes, my partner in the real estate business, and I was like, dude, like I can't work. Sabrina might have called him. I don't know if I could even call him because it was so bad that I couldn't stand still. I was like acting like a tweaker.
Right.
I was fucking pacing around the house. I was walking outside, pacing around the driveway. I was walking around the neighborhood. I couldn't stand in the kitchen to make my own breakfast. Like that's how fucking bad it was. And it was a weird deal because it's like you have this problem and it doesn't look like it or it doesn't seem like it. And I'm the only one that can hear this fucking noise. It's
Well,
not
it looked
like
it obviously because we knew you.
right, but I'm not like physically hurt. I'm not like paralyzed. You know, I'm not like nothing is physically wrong with me, and no one else can see what's wrong with you or hear what's wrong with you, and I can't like describe it to anyone.
Right.
But so, you know, Jake, my friend, has had this since he was born. So I was talking to him about it, and then obviously Mary is the ear doctor. I'm talking to her about it. His mom has horrible anxiety. I'm talking to her about that. They're like, no, you need to call an ENT. Tell them you have sudden loss of hearing, even if you don't, because then they'll get you in. Because I called an ENT Monday morning. Actually, it was a holiday that Monday, of course. So then Tuesday morning, I called right away, tried to get in there like, oh, the soonest we could see you is June 23rd or some shit. It was like over a month away. I'm like, fuck. I called another one, and Mary was like, tell me you have sudden loss of hearing. Got me in like either that day or the next day. And Went in there, basically the same answer. Like, they gave me a hearing test and I had no loss of hearing, which was great. But the ringing was so bad. Just like, I can't, like, you tell people about it, and even people that have tinnitus, you can't really tell how bad theirs is or how bad yours is comparatively because we can't hear each other's. And like, I've told a lot of people about it and everyone's like, oh yeah, I have that. But I'm like, no, you fucking don't. Not like I had it, at least for a while. Maybe how I have it now, you have it where it's bearable, but it wasn't even bearable at first. Like, it was so fucking loud, I could not do anything. I didn't work for a month, 1 month.
Right.
And then
you're always working, dude.
Yeah. So, yeah, that week, I saw the ENT, nothing they can do about it. And then I saw 2 ENTs that week, nothing they can do about it. I'm reading about it online, which was a horrible mistake because they're the ones, only people that have horrible experiences post about their shit online. So these are the guys that are like, yeah, I fucking had a gun go off next to my ear when I was 8 years old and it's still whistling like a train. I'm 56 now. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? And this is when it was at the worst, where like I said, I couldn't even fucking stand still for 10 seconds to make my own breakfast, let alone work. That's where my head was at. Like, fuck, dude, I'm not going to be able to work. Like, I'm going to be like basically disabled, even though I'm physically fit and mentally here. Like, well, how am I going to be able to do anything? And that's why I'm freaking out this whole time. So then,
not sleeping
still not sleeping. Yeah. So that throughout that whole week, I probably slept about like 4 hours in 5 days. And this was for like, 3 minutes at a time. And you wake up and then I'd have panic attacks at night. I'm running downstairs. I'm fucking outside at 2 a.m. pacing around in the driveway and shit.
Fucking summer, bro.
I know. And that's all these things were going through my head. Like, what if it was fucking winter right now? I couldn't be out here like pacing around. I was basically sitting outside the whole time trying to get some more ambient noise going on to drown it out, like anything I could. And I was like, waking up at fucking from my last 2-minute nap at 5:30 in the morning and going on a run next to the creek down here, try to drown it out with the running water noise and like heavy breathing and shit. And still the whole time, all you can hear is doo, super loud. So I was going through all this shit, and then that weekend, I can't remember the exact days here, but basically I had to go stay at Sabrina's house. Like, I couldn't even be here anymore. And I was doing a little bit, not even better over there, but I could go between like her bed and the couch and have the TV on, and just like, it helped to move a little bit. Where here, if I woke up, like, I couldn't come down here to sleep with the TV on hella loud, and I couldn't like have any motion. So I would just wake up and freak out.
Why?
Basically.
What do you mean?
It just like felt more comfortable there, being able to go back and forth between the couch and the, whatever.
Yeah.
I probably could have done that here, but it just was better
Yeah.
for whatever reason being over there.
Yeah, it made you feel better there.
Yeah. It was a little bit louder over there too, like at her apartments, walking around the apartments and the more traffic and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was over there, and then let me think here. So yeah, I couldn't fucking sleep, and I like was freaking out, and we went to the ER. I'm trying to think. No, okay, let me back up. So this was, I think, Saturday night. I was trying anything I could to sleep. We went to, a couple nights earlier, we went to the dispensary in Carson and tried to get some like sleep shit there. And I told the dude, I'm like, this cannot make me like any more anxious or anything that I already am. Like, only sleep, that's it. He's like, yeah, got you. Like, this is the stuff here. So that night I took like the dropper of whatever that was. Didn't fucking do anything for me. And then I also got like a chocolate bar edible thing. And then so the next night after that, I took like a little square of the chocolate bar thing at like 7 p.m. Didn't even feel it. That was at like 6 p.m. Several hours later, I do like one of the droppers again. Yeah, didn't feel it. I go to bed, and then I wake up.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. I wake up, in the middle of the night again after 15 times of already waking up. I take more of this stuff, and this was all like hours. I know with edibles, like, you're not supposed to do, you're not supposed to eat a piece and like 2 minutes later, like, fuck, I don't feel it, and eat more. Like, this was hours spread out, and I didn't feel it, anything.
That's crazy.
So I'm on the couch over there, and I wake up, and I turn over, and I felt like what was probably half exhaustion and half of the weed or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, okay, no big deal. And I'm laying there. Of course, I can't go back to sleep. Permanent alarm clock. So I wake up, or I get up, and I'm like kind of lightheaded. I'm like, fuck. So I go into the bathroom there, and I like feel like I'm gonna fucking vomit / pass out / like, oh shit, something's not right. So, and that's like the last I remember right there. And that's the first time I've been, I guess, like, what was then unconscious a little bit after this. But so I'm like out of it, like passing out. I walk from her bathroom over to the other side of the apartment. No recollection of any of this. I fall face first on the floor, and I knock out my front tooth, and like straight across in half, pretty far up, and went through both sides of my lip. And then her and her roommate both heard me fall, and they're like, what the fuck is that? So then she wakes up, and I'm walking over to the other side of the apartment, back again, fall again, still don't remember any of this. And then I kind of am like laying there, and I come to. So luckily I was there and not here, or by myself or something like that. So then they get me like cleaned up and take me to the emergency room. And that's where this doctor, she said I'm the first person she's ever prescribed Valium to out of the ER, because I guess a lot of drug seekers go there to try to get it or whatever. I told her everything that was going on, just anything to try to get me to sleep, because they put me on some of that shit while I was there, and I slept for a couple hours.
Felt good.
Fuck yeah. That was the first time I slept like more than probably 30 minutes at a time throughout 2 weeks or so. And then she was like, if you still can't sleep on this stuff, tomorrow night you need to come back. So another night, same shit's going on, still freaking out. Take the Valium. Felt like nothing was even there. And I'm not about to fucking start taking, hell of that shit.
Right.
So took it, nothing's different. Have to go back to the ER. And then they shot me up IV, whatever it was. Then I turned into a real tweaker for a small, did I tell you about that? Maybe. A very short time. So they're like, yeah, you need to stay overnight. I'm like, okay. So they put me on some sort of IV, same stuff as Valium. And then they also put me on like some Benadryl or something. They're like, yeah, some of this, it makes you kind of antsy. So the Benadryl gets rid of that. I'm like, okay, cool. And of course I start to get hella antsy. And this was right in between when they were switching me from the ER room to the, like where I stayed, the other room. So I like couldn't fucking get any more Benadryl. But dude, I turned into an actual tweaker, and I didn't realize it for a couple of days after that. Like, this is, you see people like itching and shit and like can't stop moving. That's exactly what I was. Like, I was fucking itching, and like I have IV on me, so I can't turn that much, but like I could not stop moving. If you could have paid me $1 million to lay still for 10 seconds, I could not have done it.
Wow.
I was like fucking itching and like moving around. I'm like, fuck. And I'm just like, God damn. And they take me up to the other room, and I'm like, I was just saying weird shit. Like, I was like, come on, man. And the guy thought I was talking to him. And he's like, excuse me? Like the nurse dude who was checking me. I was like, no, like not you. Usually I'm super polite to all the people there and shit. And then finally there was like 45 minutes of that, and then they got me with some other shit, and then I was like fucking out, and I slept for 12 hours straight. That was Sunday night into Monday, and then went to a different ENT after that. Same answer, like, you can't do anything about it. Like, here's some fucking over-the-counter shit that probably won't work for you, but try it anyway.
Yeah.
And yeah, for those next like 2 weeks, it was just crazy. Couldn't sleep. I had no fucking tooth. I had to go to the fucking dentist like 3 times to get this fucking thing done. And they make a mold that goes over it, and it's a temporary, because then they have to color match it, and the temporary lasts for like 2 days, popped off again. It's like, motherfucker. Yeah, I was eating jerky, wasn't thinking, popped it off. I'm like, motherfucker. Had to go back. They glued it on again. You know, they grind your tooth into this little nub, so it's like all fucked up. And yeah, it was just like a crazy thing, but it didn't last like just even those 2 weeks. Like, it's still ringing right now, and we're 5 months. In a couple days, it'll be 5 months. It's still fucking ringing. It's still crackling, but now it's at least bearable, and I can like deal with it. It's definitely way less intense. I can get it to stop ringing sometimes, like after I sleep. I can sleep no problem. I still use a noise machine to sleep most of the time, but I'm trying to think if there's any other fucking important details here. I feel like I'm missing something after this, but for that, like I said, I couldn't work for like a month. And then
And
like
there's only one person to blame, dude.
Conway.
Right.
Exactly. I already tried to blame him. He's like, no, dude, I told you not to shoot it. I'm like, bullshit. You're the one that fucking put the thing in my hand and said,
Right.
shoot that way.
He closed the, try to hit the VP
Huh,
can.
he did, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I wasn't going to shoot it. But, and I don't actually blame him. And you know,
No.
everyone else that was there fucking shot the same thing
Same-
inside the shop. But
Same angle, you weren't closer or nothing.
for some reason, it just reverberated and hit my ear right and just totally sent me into this spiral. But thank God for just so many things fucking worked out like as good as they could have in that situation. Like, for that first week where it was really bad, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't stop moving. I was like fucking cleaning my car. I was cleaning Sabrina's car. Adam luckily was like slow with work that week. So like we went up to Tahoe one day. We went mountain biking one day. Like, it would have been a fucking awesome week off if I wasn't about to fucking die. and then like luckily my partner Wes is like super about like self-care and health and shit. And he's just like, dude, don't worry about it. Like, we got it. Him and Steve. And they're like, take as long as you need. And like, you were here for Bad Touch. You guys were here to like hold down the house. The whole thing with Jake's parents and like his sister and just like everything, as shitty as the situation was, like it couldn't have been any better, I guess. The fact that it was summer and that it was like nice weather,
COVID.
I could be, you know, it was just like,
It wasn't a fucking, like, COVID helped too because, like, well, kind of. Some spots you maybe couldn't get in, but it just wasn't as hectic on the streets. It was in the stores and shit, you know, like,
yeah,
all that shit seemed to work.
Yeah.
out. I learned how to do more Bad Touch stuff, so
yeah,
it was good. It wasn't good, but like,
yeah, it's awesome.
fuck. So.
Yeah, no, but it was like, it's hard to explain to people without going through that whole story, because if I tell them, yeah, my ears are ringing, that's when everyone's like, oh, dude, I've had that shit for 5 years, and I'm like,
Someone's
maybe.
gonna be like, dude, he dragged that story on so bad. It's not. I've had it. It's not even that bad.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, that's why it's fucking hard to compare, even with people that do have it, that know what it's like. You can't, maybe theirs is fucking way worse than mine, but it's hard to believe, really, because of how fucking loud it is.
And how crazy you were, like.
Yeah, you guys saw how fucking weird I was acting. Like, the steroids were fucking horrible.
They're
Like,
bad for it.
oh my
Made
god.
It worse.
Yeah. And my emotions, like, dude, I was already having these panic attacks, which I've never experienced in my life. And then I'm fucking crying, like freaking out crying.
Right.
And then I'm fucking crying because of how grateful I was, like, with what I was just talking about. Like, holy shit, like, what if Debbie wasn't here, or like Jake, Mary, like, everyone's like just stepped up for me. I'm fucking crying about how awesome everyone is, and then I'm back to freaking out a minute later, and then, you know, I fucking pass out for 5 minutes, and then I'm back up, and dude, it was fucking wild.
Dude.
It's crazy.
It sounds like a fucking nightmare, but that's really what he was going through. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, and then there's nothing they can do about it. Like,
Better
literally
start
nothing.
praying. What a dick.
It wasn't like a dick, like saying like, you're fucked, you better start praying, homie. But it was like, I was like asking him, like, what do I do? Like, because he could clearly see that I was distraught and like didn't know how to cope. And then that's when he was like, prayer. But he was serious, because he said that he had some sort of nerve disorder, and he like worked through it through prayer, and that's why he was like, go on Facebook. But that was making it worse for me at the time, because I was like, I couldn't accept that like my life would be like that because it was so bad, and I was on the roids, and I was,
Dang,
everything.
You did weed, you did roids,
I was fucking on anything, dude.
you did Benadryl. You were what's that one she prescribed to you?
Valium. That they and
You
I
could have
they
made
were
a couple
on.
G's flipping that shit.
I still could, dude. I have the shit that they prescribed because I didn't take any of it
Oh, really?
Well, when I figured out it didn't work, like I took the Valium for one day.
That's
I had
it.
Ambien.
That's
I
it.
was on Ambien. That shit put me out pretty good.
Yeah.
But that shit makes some people crazy too. It didn't really make me crazy, but it helped for sleep. I have this other shit they prescribed for the anxiety that I never really took because I'm almost scared to take enough for it to work.
Right.
I'm like, take one. I'm like, nah, it didn't do shit. Fuck it. And
Yeah,
I'm on
that's
to the
good.
next thing.
All right, we're calling it right now, dude. Anyone who orders gloves from badtouchsupply.com now in the next 30 days, we'll randomly put volume in there. You might get a pill.
That's illegal.
You might get a pill, dude.
Hey, it might be legal with just distribution, but not like intent to sell. We're just distributing.
No, we just for some reason Alex put the pill. It wasn't even Alex. I think it was someone else who put the pills right above the shipping station, and they just
fell right in.
yeah. Oops.
Yeah. But it was definitely the craziest shit I've ever been through, the hardest shit I've ever been through.
Mm-hmm.
But I always try to take the good with whatever you're doing.
Right.
And because of that, so there's nothing they can do about it. And then so all I was taking and still am is these pills you fucking get at Walmart that are supposed to be for ear ringing. They're vitamins. That's it.
Right.
Ear drops that are the same thing. I'm on this super expensive fucking deer antler extract shit that they have used in Chinese medicine for 1,000 years, and I'm reading about it, and it's supposed to be good for nerve regeneration and shit. I'm on that morning and night, and then just trying to do other things that are natural to promote blood flow. That's why I'm doing the hot cold, the sauna and ice bath twice a day every day, and massage all over the ear and shit, and just trying to protect it. I wear, kind of ironic, I wear around these fucking shooting muffs now that would have saved me, and now they help me. When it starts ringing bad, I'll put them on, and it's annoying at first because it's all you can hear, but then after a while it kind of calms it down to where I can take them off and I don't really notice the ringing.
I have a song for you, since now everyone knows.
Yeah.
Tinnitus. ER. Benadryl.
Prayer.
That's it, dude. That's the theme song.
Thank you.
You're welcome, bro. You're
Yeah.
stronger now.
That's right.
That's so cool.
It is cool.
No, it's cool that you're stronger. I'm not
I
kidding.
am.
man.
Yeah. No, I really am.
So now, and you never know. Someone might get this and listen to it, and then you might get hit up yo, I got the same fucking thing right now.
Yeah.
Thank you, you know.
I want to write about it somehow.
Write a book.
No, it's not book worthy, because it's not that long, but several pages in detail. I would have to really, there's so many fucking details and the timelines. I would really have to think about it on what exactly happened, but because I could write about it step by step, but I don't know where to put it. That was my first thought when I was after I fucking get through this and I'm back to 100% and I feel good again, I'm gonna write about it because that needs to be out there, because the only shit when you fucking Google tinnitus, or however many people paused this and actually typed in 7K hertz on YouTube, go through the comments on there, everyone is all this shit about how they have tinnitus because that's the people that are listening to this sound.
Right.
And dude, it's fucking scary when you're reading the comments and you have that in your head and all these people are I would give anything to have silence. And this is new for you. You've been able to have sit in silence before, and now you can't. And you just have this constant loud alarm clock, and you're reading all these comments that's if I could just hear silence one more time, I'd be happy. And there's 1.2K likes on this comment, you're like, oh fuck, this is a real thing, and this might never get better.
Damn.
And there's nothing they can do about it.
Would you say you're 100%?
No, no.
Over
It still
50?
rings all the time right now.
Over 50?
Yeah. Compared to where I was, it's night and day.
Yeah.
But it's still like, I'm an idiot and I didn't wear muffs, and when I was out pressure washing today, that's the first time I went back into the garage and it was like back to where it was. I'm like, fuck, dude, you're stupid. But it was in both ears, but I'm like super careful about the hearing thing now. And
That's good.
yeah, it was just like months of trial and error on what worked and what didn't to try to get it better, but it was so, at the beginning, I would have to have the radio on and the air turned up all the way to not hear the ringing
While you drive?
while I drive. Now, as long as I'm driving, I can drive in silence, and just the road noise of the car silences
That's a
the
good-
ringing.
yeah,
It's like, that's how
version.
much different it is.
You're better.
But at first, if I just turned the AC down one notch from to just a little bit less of that, I could hear the ringing. That's how fucking loud it was.
Wow.
Yeah. So no, it's not 100% better, but it's bearable, and I can at least, drown it out when I need to. But that's what I was saying. It was months of like trying to figure out what helped it and what made it worse. But it was so bad 100% of the time. No matter what I did, it didn't fucking change it. And then one day I had to drive out to Fernley, and I had an earplug in, and it was so bad, like I couldn't fucking, like I said, especially if you have one earplug in, like I had, that like fucks with your equilibrium and shit.
Yeah.
Horrible. Even if you don't have tinnitus, it just feels awkward. So I had that plus the ringing the whole time. But I was like, just try it this whole time while you drive. And then that night or the next morning, I noticed it was like a little bit better. And that's when I started like wearing earplugs all the time after that. Because I was like, maybe it just needs to rest a lot. And that's what helped at first once I figured that out. But that was fucking 2 or 3 months into ringing horribly the whole time until I figured out that one little step that started to get it better.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So that's where I've been, and like literally, even if I wanted to, there's no way I could have sat here and like talked to you guys or anything for the podcast.
Yeah, it's nice to get a little break of it too,
Yeah.
Come back a little stronger. No pun intended. Because of the song I just played,
That's right,
Yeah.
dude.
Hell yeah, dude. So we're back with tinnitus,
That's right.
with COVID. I had COVID after a recent Tina's wedding.
We think.
Yeah, we think I didn't want to get tested because I'm a conspiracy theorist, and I thought if I get tested, the tests are already positive, and you're just giving yourself COVID.
Oh, you thought that they swabbed it on? They put the swab in a vial of COVID and then put it
Well,
in your
not
nose?
like
Or?
literally like that,
Yeah.
But who knows, bro? Like if they really, there's a lot of shit going on crazy in this world that if they wanted to spike the numbers,
Oh yeah,
they could easily just have the tests with COVID on it.
yeah. Could.
That's a great way to just fucking jack the numbers up. But so, and I don't want to fucking stick that thing up my nose. Looks horrible.
Oh yeah. Are they still doing that for the tests?
Yeah.
I feel like there's better ways now. Maybe not.
I think it's not as gnarly, but I'm pretty sure because
Oof. That hurts just thinking about it. That hurts my forehead.
right. Yeah,
That's
that
how
would suck.
like when they first brought Supercross back, and they were fucking all the videos of the guys getting tested in their trucks and shit.
I know. I can't wait for Supercross this year. It was good season though. Good
Did I have like PTSD? I don't want to go on too long about this shit, but it was like a huge deal in my
yeah.
life. But I have like PTSD from, not literally, because that I'm sure that's fucking no joke to have real PTSD from war and shit. But everything that has happened in the last 5 months, I now put into perspective of how bad my ear was ringing at the time. Like when we just mentioned Supercross, like for the first rounds, I couldn't make it through a heat race.
Right.
Sitting there on the couch, the 8 minutes or whatever it was, I was like watching the clock. I would try. I was like, you're going to make it through this heat race. And I would like, we're like 2 minutes in. Yeah, it's like try to make it through this heat race without hearing the ring. But it's constant and you can't unhear it and you can't not hear it. and it's like we're 2 minutes in, we got 6 minutes to go, and you're just watching the clock. Like, you gotta sit
Yeah.
here. You gotta sit here.
Hellish. It was
Yeah.
wait like that overrode everything. I remember like
Mm-hmm.
that's when I was really getting into Q, and I was like, dude, you look, and you're like, I can't even fucking talk right now. I gotta get outside and
Yeah.
like, listen to the ambient, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, but wait, let me tell you about this.
But wait, dude.
bro. Look at this, dude. Look at Bill Gates. What he's a tech guy. What's he doing with the medicine now? You know, what the heck? Shit's crazy. And you're like, I can't even talk to you right now.
I couldn't. I
Yeah.
wish I could.
And then you're like, you would be like, dude, you're like insane. You're going insane right now. And then I'm gonna take a walk because the ear was more, you know. Remember
Yeah.
the toilet? Remember everyone getting toilet paper? You're like, yeah, the ear.
Oh, dude, I forgot about COVID for
Yeah.
fucking 4 weeks
Perfect.
straight.
See what I mean? What if like who knows if you didn't have that, you might have stressed more about COVID.
Oh yeah,
You never
totally.
know.
Yeah, it was very weird. I did realize that at one point. I was like, "Fuck, dude, I forgot this was even a fucking issue because I have had way bigger problems for myself going on.
Yeah.
First time that's ever happened, some
Yeah.
shit like that. But
Whatever. Should we do the Yelp review?
sure, dude.
Cool.
Let's before we do the bad touch, well, we can plug it at the same time. So we got fucking, unless you're listening on YouTube right now, these gloves will be live by the time you listen. We got all new bad touch gloves coming out tomorrow, Monday. Restock 2 styles, 4 brand new styles.
2 styles are the Nevadas.
The Nevadas,
And then also
and the Quinceañeras,
Quinceañeras.
the 2 best sellers. We had to restock those, and then we went 4 new styles that are pretty sick. So, dude, I can't believe how many people, like, I'll run ads on the Nevadas, and I've had probably 5 or 6 people comment it's Nevada.
really,
And I'm like, you are a fucking idiot.
we know.
No fucking shit.
It's the state flag. You don't think we fucking know?
It's the flag, and it's like spelled out for Nevada.
The pronunciation of it.
It's like someone that doesn't live here that's really, really passionate that it's pronounced Nevada.
Yeah. Unreal, dude.
All right, dude, let's do the fucking Bad Touch Yelp review.
Let's do it. Here we go.
It's time for the Bad Touch Supply Shitty Yelp Review.
That
Alright.
was beautiful.
Thanks, Code. We're still getting used to actually fucking
Yeah, Code
having a
was on
legit
it.
setup.
But badtouchsupply.com, get some hats, some shirts. We have a little bit of masks left if you have to wear a mask. We're hoping that dies out in the next couple of months after the election. But gloves, hats, we got
Shirts, masks. Yeah, we got. The
Stickers.
deals are gloves are still $29.69. We got free shipping over $49, free hat over $99.
boom.
So, couple of tiers there for getting you a better deal.
That's
And
right.
the new gloves are fucking dope. We improved off of the first batch. These V2 gloves, sizing is better. That was the main complaint. That they were running a little small compared to other brands, so that should be fixed. Larges were too small for me last time, and I wear a large glove in every other brand. I have a
too.
large on right now, and they fit perfect.
Me too.
The index finger was a little bit crooked on the first gen. That got fixed. And then we also switched the back of hand material. So this is a 4-way stretch now instead of just a 2-way on the first one. So
All new.
all new. Yeah, they're pretty good.
They are good.
I'm stoked on them. So
Colors are looking good. Stretch is good. No more seams popping off because the stretch isn't there. A little bit comfier clasp or Velcro. Listen to this. Oh, that sounds comfy, dude.
ooh.
Ooh, bad touch.
That's right. So badtouchsupply.com, free shipping over $49. We ship out orders same day, every day, if placed before 4 p.m. PST. Boom.
PST, what does that stand for?
Pacific Standard Time.
That's right, dude.
That's right,
Knew it.
dude.
And, yeah, if you,
Free returns now.
free returns,
We're fucking stepping up, dude.
we don't want people returning it.
No, but if you got to swap sizes and shit, it's on us.
Oh, that's cool.
Boom.
That's company policy right there. Ships out before. If you order before 4, shipped out that day. Free returns, no charge. You know, this isn't some scam.
That's right, dude. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Thank you, dude. What are we doing? What are we doing the Yelp review on? Let's do Crazy D's Let's do Crazy D's Chicken. That's my favorite chicken spot in Reno. Have you had it?
No.
Oh, dude, it's insane. It's insane good. They just opened their second location. They're right by the Atlantis, next to Popeyes over there. And then the second location is somewhere by UNR, but it's the best fucking fried chicken I've ever had. But I'm not gonna lie, if anyone is listening that works at Crazy D's, get rid of the fucking wheat toast thing. Like, you can get this fucking... You could get, like, 2 chicken tenders on... It says, like, on bread with pickles. I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds cool. No, but it's just literally 2 chicken tenders and, like, 3 McDonald's pickles and piece of wheat bread. I'm like, God, this is some weak ass shit. Why don't we just do extra fries or coleslaw, you know? Or like free ranch dip or something instead of that fucking janky ass wheat bread. And like, if you don't eat it while it's hot, the bread, it turns into a crouton, dude. It's a big old crouton. Seriously. Crazy D's hot chicken. Crazy D's chicken. And don't get hot or medium. That shit's fucking spicy. I got mild and I'm fucking burning up, dude.
Do we even need to read a review, or are you
Yeah,
gonna
no, I
just write one?
I want to see a negative review on there because I'm hyping it up.
Well, it's been so long since we did the podcast, I don't have the app anymore, so I'm on the mobile site, and it keeps redirecting me to the app every time I click a button. But
Fix that too, Apple. We don't like that. Obviously, if we wanted to go to the app, we'd be on the app.
But so it's not letting me sort by fucking.
Code's on it.
Oh yeah. Well, see, yeah, I just clicked on a 1-star, right back to the fucking app page, dude.
That's such.
I could have re-downloaded the app by now.
Horse shit, dude.
It's not even gonna let me look at one.
Can you sort by 1 star?
Sort by Yelp. Sort. Yeah, hit that. Lowest rated. There we go.
Boom.
All right, this looks like a good one. The first one. This is from Dave B, dude, from Tahoe Vista, California. It's kind of local.
He's the guy who's like. He's the guy who gets mad if someone from Reno is in Tahoe and says they're local.
Oh yeah, especially from the West Shore, dude. Vista. That's where I got my sauna, dude. It's another world over there.
That is another world. That's just breathing in thin air all day, dude.
She was trying to sell me a mountain bike when I was there too.
Really?
Yeah, but she had some gay shit. Didn't even have fucking forks on it.
Adam would have, or my dad would have taken it.
All right, so yeah, Dave B. He's got 339 friends on Yelp. 143 reviews and 97 photos. So he says, "Oh, update. Owner, please read review before responding with comments. I told you everything I found wrong. I said chicken was great with great seasoning. After such an asinine comment from you, I don't recommend your place." All right, so he said, this could easily be a 4 or 5 star review. The chicken was a 5. Ordered 2 chicken combos, 2 sliders with fries and coleslaw. The chicken tenders are great size and taste awesome. Not sure how that could be better. The slider buns tasted stale. Toasted well, but stale texture. Saw other comments from owner on here saying they were trying to source a new vendor. Coleslaw, awful. Good portion, 0 seasoning. Must be a mistake. Literally bland. Shocked. When you shocking coleslaw. When you have such bold flavors from the chicken and bland coleslaw, odd dichotomy.
I couldn't even read that word, bro.
1 slider, 2 of the tiniest slices of pickles, like they were sliced from miniature is that gherkins? I've never seen that word. Gherkins.
I don't know what it is, but that's great.
Fries were great. Icing on the cake, being charged $150 times 2 for extra house sauce. Ridiculous considering the tiny size. Dude, this guy's a fucking schizophrenic or some shit.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. The 150 extra for it's a little solo salsa cut.
Yeah?
$1.50.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even guac.
But he's like, dude, fries were great. Icing on the cake. Being charged $150 was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, which one is it, dude?
Yeah, he's all over the
All right,
map.
ridiculous considering the tiny size. Owner comment on others saying they normally don't charge unless a lot of sauce requested. Even though the fries were good, probably would only get tenders again. 1 star. Did the owner comment on this one? Scroll down a little bit. Oh, it didn't say, huh? Usually it says right there, I think. So he just said, he just updates his own ad at the top, assuming that the owner's going to respond.
September 12th, 2022, not too long ago.
That's right. That's a new review. Shout out to
Crazy.
Dave B, dude.
I almost had the same fucking review before we got there.
That's right.
And that place is good, though, dude. It's so good. I suggest everyone go there and tell them Go to Bed sent you, because we don't have a food sponsor anymore, and that'd be fucking awesome.
Oh, we had fried chicken sponsor?
And the best part is it's thin breading. It's not even like, it's not like Popeyes where you got fucking 1/4 inch thick breading. It's thin breading. So good in the house sauce.
I
too.
don't know, dude. I love Popeyes.
This is way better.
Yeah, I'm
Than
sure there's
Popeyes.
better than Popeyes, but Popeyes is nostalgic for me, dude, because me and Corey used to eat it at the Valet.
What'd you guys call it?
Yardbird.
Go get the Yardbird.
Yeah. I'd fucking sprint over there. You get like $3 from everyone off their tips in the back. Everyone that wanted it, you just take their money, fucking sprint across the parking lot over there. And we would tip the guys that work there if they loaded us up with sauces.
Sick.
Sprint back.
Dude, see, now, right next, a little bit closer is Crazy D's. If you guys still work there, you'd have to fastly walk to Crazy
Where is
D's.
it? Where is it? Is it in that center right there?
Yeah, it's like the third door closest to Atlantis.
Next to Jock's Tacos right there?
Yeah, right near that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is closer.
So good. Crazy D's chicken.
Have we done a fucking Yelp review on Jock's? I can't remember. We'll have
Next
to hit
week.
that soon.
Yeah,
That's a fucking grimy spot.
that's your Bad Touch Yelp review. Go get some pairs of gloves to eat your chicken in.
Gloves for your chicken.
Gloves for your hands.
That's right, dude.
Hats for your head. Shirts for your chest.
What are we running at, dude, for time?
What do you mean?
56.
Ooh, coming up on an hour, dude. What else should we talk about? We got one more topic? I know a good one.
What?
Our little fucking encounter with the FBI.
Perfect.
Or not the
Let's do
FBI,
it.
but federal shit. Federal agent.
Is that not FBI?
No.
Oh, let's do it.
All right. Let's see. So,
This actually involves Bad Touched.
it does, dude. It's a good
Perfect.
plug.
Yeah.
BadTouchSupply.com.
Even the feds know who we are.
So, I made a post. I went to the post office, dropped off orders. So I think I drove the van there. Yeah, because the van was in the post. So I just held up the orders, shot a quick photo of the van outside the post office with the orders. Nothing, no big deal. And
keep in mind, you could see the van and the post office in the picture.
that's right. And the post office has the address of the post office on the building.
like a library. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm at the post office. I make this post, and every time I post on Bad Touch, I just say some stupid shit, whatever comes to mind. So I said something. I guess I could just fucking pull up the post real quick I did archive it after this, so I don't even know how the fuck to find that. You know how to find archive posts?
I do. Go to your profile, click on the 3 arrows. and
Okay.
that's right there,
Oh,
archive.
archive.
Yep.
There we go. Why? Oh, stories archive. That ain't it. Post archive.
Boom.
There we go. Okay, here it is. So, yep, just normal post. And I said, orders going out. I made at JP Films get a job at the post office to get us a better rate on postage. So now not only can he fuck up all the Bad Touch orders, he can fuck up the regular mail too. Fire emoji. He's also in charge of the mail-in voting division. Proud. So
Yeah.
just made that post, and then I think it was maybe 2 days later,
No, it was
next day.
Does it say if that was a Monday? Or, no,
That-
it was like 3-4 days later.
That was September 17th when I made that post.
Yeah, it was probably
So that was
the
a-
20th or 21st.
Yeah, you're right. So that was a Thursday. I think he showed up on Monday.
Yeah.
So Monday, we're just at home working, and I was in the bathroom in my room, and I just happened to look out the window, and I can see the street from there. And I see this guy pull up and get out of this Durango, and he's like walking towards the door, kind of like checking out the yard and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? And I was headed down here to get some coffee or water or something anyway, and walk out of my room, see JP. I'm like, did you order food or something? And he's like, no, why? And I was like, someone's coming to the door. And then I heard the knock, and so I come down here.
I didn't even hear the knock. That was weird. Too.
Yeah, we never can in this house for some
right
reason.
hand, dude.
So answered the door, and this dude is there, and he has a USPS fucking polo on, and he like flashes these credentials at me that mean nothing to me. Yeah, right away. He's like, hey, I'm so-and-so with fucking, the federal USPS division or some shit.
Hey, Alex?
Yeah, or he was like...
Something that was like...
something right...
Because
like,
I was right behind you on the step.
Yeah.
Where he couldn't see me.
Well, he tried to get me to admit right away if I was the one that ran the Bad Touch Instagram.
Yeah.
Or he said, like, you must be Alex or something like that.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah. He's like, I assume you're the one that runs the Bad Touch Instagram. I was like, okay. Like, I didn't know who the fuck he was or wanted to admit to anything here. I'm like, this is some weird shit where they're like, when you get served and they're like, John Preston?
Right.
And you're like, yeah? And then they serve you. I'm like, fuck this.
Right.
So I'm like... okay. Like, and then he like flashed his credentials at some point, and I'm like, what the fuck? And like, he kept asking me that, and I'm just like, all right.
Yeah, then I walk up,
and
open
then
the door.
yeah, you walk up right behind me, and he's like, I need to talk to you too, John. And
what the fuck?
yeah, and then I like wouldn't admit it. He's like, all right, if you want to play games, we can play games. I'm like, I don't want to play games. I just have no idea who you are. You just fucking show up here. And you're like trying to get me to admit to something. I just don't know who you are. And he's like, I already told you. He pulls out his shit again. And I'm like, okay. And like he was like really standoffish at first. And I probably was
he
too.
He said fuck too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. He said the F word at some point. But just was like a weird cop attitude at first. Like, you want to play games? We'll play games. I was like, okay. And
it was weird.
Yeah, super standoffish at first, and then like finally he was like kind of shaky, and he was like ignoring a phone call at the same time. It was just like, weird as fuck.
Yeah, I noticed he was shaky, like he didn't like confrontation.
Yeah,
and he was like having to keep it together or something where he was like, oh fuck, like he thought we were getting hostile or something.
Yeah, and I'm probably the least fucking confrontational person there is. I just didn't know who he was.
Right.
Or like what he was trying to get me to admit I did something wrong or some shit. And because then he starts asking, well, and you guys run this company and you drop off your orders at the Peavine post office, and we're with like, your
black van.
Yeah. And I thought like someone maybe complained that we weren't wearing masks when we dropped him off or some shit. And then he finally gets down to the point and he pulls out his phone. He's like, yeah, you made this post about him having a job at the post office. And we both start laughing.
And he's like, JP, you haven't even worked there in the past 5 years.
Yeah, he's like, we looked into it and like, we know he's not an employee there. I'm like, yeah, no shit. Like, that's the whole point of the post, dude. And so he ended up being pretty cool. But it was like, kind of weird flex. I hope he hears this, because he was like at some point, I'm sure you're going to talk about this on your podcast. Yeah. Like he just kept dropping all this shit to like try to intimidate us about how much he knows about us. But it's like, it's shit that we actively promote online. It's like, that's the shit that we want people to know.
Yeah.
And so it was just a really weird encounter. And then he ended up being cool. And he's like, I'm with you guys, like I could see you guys like support the president, you ride dirt bikes, like you seem like cool guys. And actually he said motorbikes, so he ain't one of us.
And support law enforcement.
Yeah. And but then he was just like, you can't be joking about this, like the mail-in ballot shit, because like the left will run with it and they'll say that we're rigging the election, this and that. And so we're going to ask you to delete the post. Like, I can't make you, but like if you don't, then we might keep looking into it. Basically, like, delete the post, or we're gonna keep fucking with you guys until you fuck up and we find something that we can actually come after you for.
Right.
And so it ended up being like a fine interaction. It was just really weird at first, and then I wasn't gonna delete it, but I didn't delete it. I just archived it, so you can't see it anymore. But I was thinking, like, I don't really want to fucking pick a fight with the post office when we use them, like, 10, 20 times a day for orders and shit. So, like, it's better just to fucking archive the post and and talk
I
about
even
it.
asked him, I was like, after reading that, you couldn't tell that was a joke?
Yeah, and he was like, I know it's a joke, but he said, like, you know, they have AI that runs and it just combs everything about, like, mail-in voting and this and that, and then, like, probably some fucking nerd that does a data scientist for the USPS, like, flagged it as a potential threat, and then they have to look into it, and then they send him here, and all this shit, and yeah, it's just like stupid. And then I put up a video that day when he came, where, like, if anyone didn't fucking know, this was a joke, in case you guys didn't get it the first time. And then just the other day, like, that video is fucking almost a month old now. Someone commented on the Facebook page, was like, oh, so tampering with the federal election's a joke. I'm like, dude, why do you follow this page? Like,
And yeah, it is.
yeah, that's exactly what we were joking about, actually.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Crazy. So, yeah, I'm gonna be fresh as hell if the feds watching.
That's right, dude.
Yeah.
Feds watching.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hopefully, hey, if you're a Fed, go to bed.
Go to bed.
Podcast.com. Yeah, go to bed at the same time. Bad Touch Supply, get some gloves. It all goes back into the economy if you want the boom. If you want the economy to boom. And they're not made in China, so no Wuhan.
That's right, dude. Can't guarantee they're COVID free, but they are not from Wuhan.
Right.
So
Yeah.
good times with the feds showing up at the house.
Yeah, no license plate on his car, really tinted windows,
Yeah.
gray car,
Durango.
black wheels. It was weird. It was.
Yeah.
I even looked. I was like, that is weird. The fuck's going on?
Yeah. He was like a cop, but like not. He was like a federal agent. He kept calling himself, but I'm sure he was.
Right.
But it was just weird that how he like flashed his credentials. Like I would know what a legit set of.
Whoa, easy, James Comey. You can't come over here.
But like you could have just fucking flashed any piece of paper at me, and I would have been
Yeah.
like, okay, like
Oh, damn.
that's
Did
legit.
you get that at Junkies? I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's so funny. That's funny. Well, hopefully you're listening, bro.
I wonder if he is, dude.
He probably checked out our page at last. He probably saw the video we posted
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, he just kept saying shit, fucking that. You guys are gonna talk about this on your podcast, and I know you fucking drop off orders here. I'm like, well,
Fuck yeah, we are.
the picture of the van was in the post. The address of the post office was in the post, and like you searched, or he's like he thought it was a flex that he knew that you were JP Films,
Yeah, John Preston, right?
and he's like JP Films, right?
yeah.
And it's like he was fucking tagged in the post. It's more impressive that you knew his real name
Right.
than it's JP.
Yeah. Yeah, so funny. Everything he said, you could find from Bad Touch Instagram.
Yeah, totally.
Except for my real name. Mm-hmm. You could find everything, even the go to bed.
Yeah,
everything.
everything. Yeah.
Look,
Like, oh shit, we're scared now. He
Yeah.
fucking knows we have a podcast?
no.
Oh shit, I didn't want anyone to know.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck.
No, whatever you do, homie, don't tell anyone, because the lower we get on our listens and views, the more money we make.
He called my mom.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy,
He
dude.
left a voicemail for me a few hours before he showed up here, which I didn't see until later, or I would have called him back. But yeah, he called my mom, then my mom was calling me. The federal agent's calling the house. I was like, yeah, I already talked to him. He was a
Yo,
dingus.
hide the guns, Mom. No. Don't talk. I'm not going to talk to you for a couple days. I'm
I
running.
swear, nothing's wrong. I'll reach out when I can. Gotta go. So yeah, dude. All right, we're fucking back. Let's wrap it
We're
up.
back. Thanks for listening, guys. Tell a friend. Badtouchsupply.com. Go to bedpodcast.com. Get some merch. Get some gloves, hats. I still will hold my end of the deal. If anyone donates $100K to us, I'll get the logo tatted on my head. So Bunch of talk in the streets. Someone's gonna do it, but no one's sacked up yet. I bet you fucking Raha had 100K he could throw away. He'd come and do it.
That's right, you would. You would.
So,
Make sure to leave us a 5-star rating and review on the fucking podcast app. Oh, dude, we should check reviews real quick before we go.
Nice.
I bet there's some fucking negative ones, or there's none.
What do you think?
I would just think that someone would have been like, "All you fucking guys haven't posted in a month." Like, you know,
Right.
looks like they went to bed.
A bunch of people. I was shooting a wedding for this. Dude, I've been all day yesterday. I was saying seagulls. I thought his last name was Siegel, but Sigali.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, "Hey, can we get the seagull sign over here and stuff? Like, let's take photos with the seagull sign." No one looked at me or said anything, and then everyone was like, "Mr. and Mrs. Sigale." I'm like, "Oh, fucking 6 hours I've been saying it wrong." You know, sucks. Is there any?
Yeah, there's a couple. I think this one was left on the wrong podcast.
Really?
Well, it's titled "I Love This," so that's a red flag there. And the name is Aria, Aria, Monkey Sleep. So I love to fall asleep to this and sit there in my bed with my stuffed bear and think about the stuff you say with a sad face.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Really appreciate that input.
Review of the week.
Review of the week. So leave us a rating and review on the podcast app, and make sure to tell a friend about the Go to Bed podcast.
Tell a friend about the gloves too. Volume.
That's
Every
right.
shipment.
Value. We're dropping tomorrow. By the time you hear this, the gloves will be live.
Get you one for you and a friend. Free shipping.
That's right. $49.
Get a pillow, get a blanket, get some gloves. Good night.
Good night.